Hello, my name is Aaron Fernandez with CafeX Communications. Today I will be demonstrating Live Assist for Microsoft Dynamics 365. So what is Live Assist? Live Assist is an omni-channel engagement solution that is tightly integrated with Microsoft Dynamics 365. Today I'm going to show you how Live Assist can be used to help guide a customer to content that might be useful to him, and if necessary, help him navigate that content. The customer in our scenario is Charles. Charles is a Hilton Honors member, but he's also a busy family man. In fact, he just welcomed a new baby into the family, so he's not doing a lot of traveling these days. However, Charles just received an email from Hilton Honors indicating that his points are about to expire. Now, Charles doesn't want to lose his points, so he clicks through to the website to find ways in which he might be able to redeem them. He sees the points navigation item, so he clicks on it to see what options he might have. He's drawn to shopping and dining, but he's not particularly interested in any of those brands, so he goes back. What else is there? Travel and transportation. Oops, that's a mistake. I'm not doing any traveling, so back we go again. What's on property rewards? Not sure what that means. Oh, okay, this looks like something to do with travel also. So that's not going to work. Back again. What else is there? Geez, I really don't know what to choose. Aha! So this is where Live Assist comes into play. So what you see at the bottom of the screen here is what is called a content engagement. So Live Assist has been monitoring Charles's activity on the page and has detected that he might need help finding what he's looking for. So it's going to offer a suggestion. In this case, well, why not try an experience? Not sure? Turn your points into an experience. So Charles clicks on the button to learn more. Okay, this is interesting. Charles was not aware that he could redeem his points for an experience. Okay, Charles didn't realize he could redeem his points for an experience. Now, what does that mean exactly? Well, I see a farmer's market, and that's in New York, but I'm not interested in going to New York. I also see this item here. It says bid. I'm not looking to bid on anything. I just want to redeem my points. Not quite sure what to do here. But, aha, I see another control has just appeared. And this control is a chat engagement. So again, Live Assist has been monitoring Charles's activity, and it has detected that he may have stalled in his process of trying to redeem his points. And so it has offered to engage Charles in a chat engagement. Charles clicks on it for help. And he is connected with a chat agent. And now let's introduce the other player in our scenario, and that is Alice Agent. Alice works for Hilton Honors as a customer service representative. She does most of her work within Dynamics 365, the Unified Service Desk application in particular, but she's also responsible for handling inbound chat engagements. So now, thanks to Live Assist, she can do all of this in one place. Her CRM activities over here on the left, and her chat activities on the right. This orange circle indicates to Alice that a message is waiting in the queue, so she clicks on it to accept the chat request. Of course, this is coming from Charles, and because Charles was authenticated with the customer portal, all of his customer data is now right at Alice's fingertips. You see, we've created a new session within the Unified Service Desk centered around Charles's contact record. giving Alice a 360-degree view of the customer with whom she's engaging. Now, Alice specializes in helping customers redeem their points for an experience. This is why this particular chat was routed to her queue. Knowing this, Alice can use the canned messages feature to immediately start the conversation with the contextually relevant message. So she begins to type the word experience and finds the message she's looking for. Note there's this funny looking variable in here, operator nickname. So as soon as she selects that message and sends it, the variable is replaced with the agent's name. So any agent could have used this message and it would have properly inserted that agent's name into the chat. So the result is, hello, my name is Alice. Can I help you redeem your points for a fantastic experience? All this with just a few keystrokes. She didn't have to type all that, which increases her agent efficiency. Now back to Charles. Charles sees a message from Alice, and yes, this is exactly what he'd like. So he responds, yes, can you show me how? Alice thinks this is a wonderful idea because in her experience, she's found that it's much more effective to show the customer how to navigate the page rather than trying to talk him through it over the chat. And for this, she can leverage the co-browsing tool. And so she types, let's co-browse. And then she clicks on the blue button at the top to initiate a co-browsing session. Okay, the co-browse control pops up. Now, initially it's empty because the co-browsing session cannot begin until Charles accepts the request. So by clicking on the orange accept button, Charles gives his permission to share the content of his browser. Okay, now I'm going to drag this over to the left-hand side so that I can show you the customer experience and the agent experience side by side. Okay, so now you can see that Alice over here on the right-hand side can see the same thing that Charles sees on the left. And she can even control what he sees a bit by clicking on the scrolling controls. And she can also use the annotation tools at the top here to highlight the various elements of the search form that Charles is going to need to use in order to narrow his search. Okay, so Charles is beginning to get the hang of it. He unchecks the bid checkbox because he's not interested in bidding. He selects the music category, and he's going to select some dates in the near future because he wants to do something right away. Lastly, he'll select a location, which is USA, Massachusetts, and submit. Oh, bummer. They couldn't find any results. Okay, so Alice sees this too. So she says, why don't I try? Okay. And with that, Alice can choose this icon, which will allow her to interact with the remote screen. So now she can click right through to Charles's browser. So let's see, she wonders what happens if I expand these date parameters a little bit. So let's stretch the search out to not just February, let's include March. And submit, and ooh, finally a result. But unfortunately, this one is sold out. So Alice tries one more time. This time, let's include April. And there we have it at last, Lionel Richie and Mariah Carey in concert, Charles's two favorite artists. Great, that's it, he exclaims, and he's done with this part of his journey. Okay, so Alice can now close out the co-browsing control. And I'll expand the windows again. Okay, so Charles is happy and Jane has other tasks to attend to. So before she ends the chat with Charles, she asks, is there anything else I can help with? And Charles, anxious to receive the tickets for the experience he just redeemed, says, yes, tell me about shipping options. Okay, so Alice is going to return to her canned messages widget and see if she can find anything relating to shipping. Looks like there's nothing there. But what she can do instead is turn to the knowledge base. So the knowledge base widget sits here in the lower left-hand side of the screen. So she'll click over to that and click Search Knowledge Base. And you see what that does. It pulls over the last piece of text that Charles wrote in the chat, sticks it right in the knowledge base search, and immediately returns results. And here's one pertaining to order shipping time. So Alice will click on it just to make sure this is the content she'd like to share. It does indeed look correct. So now all she has to do is click Send to Chat. And what that does is it pastes a link into the chat, which is going to link Charles to that same knowledge base article. So he can click on that. Now this knowledge base exists in a location that's external to the demo environment, so it's just for demonstration purposes at this time. But notice that Charles now sees the same content that Alice saw in her knowledge base. Okay, so Charles returns to the chat, says, thank you very much, and clicks close. He's sure he wants to end the conversation. Okay, and Live Assist tells him, thank you for connecting with us. And Charles is done. Okay, so today we've seen how Live Assist can be used to guide the customer towards relevant content, to offer the customer an opportunity to chat with the live agent should the system detect frustration on the part of the customer, and to offer both parties the opportunity to co-browse so that they can jointly navigate the relevant content. Lastly, we saw the knowledge base integration, which pulls data in from the chat and allows the agent to perform a knowledge base search on an external content management system and share the content with the customer. Thank you for watching. I hope